The new permanent disability schedule replaces ability to compete in the open labor market with consideration to diminished earning capacity. The AMA guidelines are used to determine impairment. Impairment is then converted to disability based on RAND and empirical studies. The new schedule applies to all dates of injury. The new money chart introduced 1. Fewer weeks of permanent disability for injuries under 25%, and more weeks of permanent disability for injuries over 70%. Return to work incentives for large employers include permanent disability payments increased by 15% if there's no modified or alternative job offered, and permanent disability payments are decreased by 15% if modified or alternative jobs are offered. The following examples graphically illustrate how the new permanent disability rates affect an injury that became permanent and stationary on January 1, 2003 versus one that became permanent and stationary on January 1, 2006. As you can see by these examples, there has been significant impact on the permanent disability rating based on the new law. In Elizabeth Aldi versus Carr and the other people, the board held that the revised permanent disability rating schedule, adopted by the Administrative Director of the Division of Workers' Compensation, effective January 1, 2005, applies to injuries occurring on or after that date, and that in cases of injury occurring prior to January 1, 2005, the revised permanent disability rating schedule applies unless one of the exceptions delineated in the third section of 4660D is present. The 4660D exceptions are as follows. 1. There has been no comprehensive medical legal report. 2. There has been no treater's report addressing permanent and stationary. 3. There has been no obligation for the employer to issue a Labor Code Section 4061 notice, that is, temporary disability has not ended.